Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back to Tech Pro, and I have a bit of a different video for you guys today. This is going to be me checking out the brand new Zeus PTGI shader pack paired with the Umsoea, I don't really know how to pronounce that, but you guys get the idea. This is going to be the most realistic Minecraft experience ever, I think. So without any further ado, let's get started with the video. Okay, so I went ahead and loaded up the map, and this is where I actually spawn. So let's go ahead and walk forward and take a look at some of these textures here, so you guys can kind of see there some of the pretty realistic textures going on there, and then we can kind of see some of the shadows coming up there. Very nice. And then if we go ahead and walk forward a little bit, you can kind of see how the textures sort of meet and everything, and then the dynamic reflections here, so you can see. Very, very nice there. Very cool. Let's go ahead and walk forward a little bit more. So this is some of the nice sort of lighting effects that this shader pack has to offer. So you can see some of that yellow light pouring in there. And then we can kind of see some of the blue light sort of coming in there. Very, very realistic. Over here, you guys can see how we have sort of like these reflections that are blue. But then if I go ahead and change those to something like red, you guys will see those reflections are now red. So very realistic and very dynamic as well, which is very nice. You guys can see how the light sort of changes. So if I get rid of those blocks there, you guys can sort of see how it's just one big thing here. And then now you guys can see there's a shadow in the middle of it. Very, very nice. You guys can see the reflections here on the glass. Also very realistic there. One thing I would change about the shader pack is the glass here, and how you guys can kind of see how it's, perfectly clear, which looks nice, but it's kind of hard to see. You guys can see here some of the light coming in and the blurred shadows. Very nice. Very realistic as well. You guys can see here the glass here and the sort of nice dynamic shadows going on. So if I go and do time set night, you guys can see how the shadows kind of go away for the most part. But then there's still some shadows here, which is very cool. We'll go and do time set 1 now, and then you guys can sort of see how the light slowly starts to kind of come in here. And then we'll go ahead and do time set 5000. So you guys can kind of see here, sort of midday, kind of what it looks like. Sorry, this is 5000. My bad. Okay, so yeah, 5000 here. You guys can see the shadows are back. So pretty realistic here. You guys can see how the shadows work there. Very, very cool. Let's go ahead and check this out. So you guys can sort of see here how the shadows react. Just super realistic overall. I'm a huge fan of it, and everything. So over here you guys can see how that's green. So we got blue, but then we have green over here because of the wool. So if I go ahead and make all this blue, you guys will start to see it'll slowly turn blue in this room. So there we are now. It's sort of a blue reflection. Now we have red. Very nice. I'll just leave that red for now. So we can kind of see here how that affects everything here. So you can see. Very cool. Let's go ahead and come over here. So we have the same effect sort of with orange. So once again, you can make this green and it'll start to turn green. Very nice. Let's see here. If we keep walking, we can see with the shadows and stuff, kind of a green effect there. If we walk downstairs, you guys can see we have sort of like a staircase here, and then the shadows, kind of how they all meet. They're very soft shadows, which is pretty realistic. If we go ahead and leave this over here, we can go ahead and make our way over here. So this is the glass in this texture pack. I'm a huge fan of it. I think it looks really great. You guys can see it looks kind of I almost want to say old school, but not really. That can be modern for certain people. So pretty nice effect there. Definitely liking that. Down here, you guys can see we've got sort of some reflections going on. I am seeing some glitches here with this shader pack, but for the most part, this is extremely realistic here. So let's go ahead and come over here. All the important blocks. Okay, so these are like some of the blocks that we're using here. My favorite, personally, is the glowstone. So you guys can see how that kind of affects the light. Very nice. Right here, this is gray concrete. Definitely does look like concrete for sure. You can see how some of the light comes in here, and then it can slowly get darker and darker. So here we have sea lanterns. We've got the glass again. Pretty realistic. So we got blue here. And another thing I'd like to show you all is actually how redstone affects everything, as well as lapis. So if I go ahead and place down lapis here, you can see this turns blue. And if we go ahead and place down redstone, you guys can see that turns red. So very cool. And then you guys can kind of see here how the light mixes. Very realistic. Very, very realistic. So I'm a huge fan of this project here going on with the texture pack and the shader pack. Some people call this ray tracing Minecraft. It's actually path tracing Minecraft, just so you guys know. Don't you know, do this and then upload a video called ray tracing Minecraft, because it's not. But you know, it's pretty similar. So this is potentially the most realistic Minecraft experience that you can get. I'm a huge fan of the way this all turned out. And by the way, I don't take credit for any of this. I don't take credit for anything in this video except for the screen recording. So that's going to do it for this video. I know maybe it wasn't the most interesting for some of y'all, but I think it's really cool to see, you know, what's going on with Minecraft and everything. So yeah, that's, you know, I'm just rambling at this point. So thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video.